Hello, welcome to this edition of Wolves Weekly. I'm Danny Barnes, and I'm here today with head coach of the baseball team, Jeremiah Robbins. Jeremiah, you guys have had your home opening series this last weekend. Got to host Montana State Billings in 4 games, split with them 2-2, but you guys received really good pitching performances in Game 1 and Game 3. Talk to us first about Game 1, Michael Ward.
Michael Ward, we moved him into that #1 spot, kind of to help Keatsman out a little bit. His arm was a little bit tired, to put him in the short game, and that's two outings, 2 different weekends that we've had a commanding effort by him. The weekend before against NNU, the complete game. This last weekend against Billings, came out and just dominated from pitch 1, which is good to set the tone for the weekend. We're very happy with Michael's performance. He's a steady pitcher. He has no highs and no lows. He just goes out there and competes, and we're hoping that we can use him as an example for the whole club. Obviously, coming off of a weekend where we go 2-2 in our own yard, a little bit disappointing, but that consistency of Mike Ward hopefully will carry over to the rest of the team.
And then Jacob Pettitte comes back out in Game 1 on Sunday. There was a very good game going 8 innings.
Very good job by Jake in a kind of a must-win game for us, with dropping the second game on Saturday. Jake is another competitor too that has no highs and no lows. He just goes out there and you know what you're going to get effort-wise out of Jake, and he does a good job. He will be truly missed when he graduates this spring for us. He's been a phenomenal guy that we could lean on in tough times, and he's just an outstanding kid that gives us 100% effort every single time.
And at least from a box score standpoint, 2 things that really impressed me about those guys is the walk to strikeout ratio. They both keep those walks really low, and while striking out some guys. Tell me a little bit about that one. I know you stress not putting guys on base for free.
Absolutely. It's proven time and time again. You walk a guy, he's usually going to score, especially leadoff walks, and that rang very true in Game 4 yesterday. So, they go out and get first pitch strikes. If they don't, they find a way to get second pitch strikes. They try to stay ahead of the count, and it keeps hitters on their heels a little bit. And it's no mystery how to be a successful pitcher. You get ahead in the count, and you're going to put a lot of pressure on the hitters, and no free passes. It's kind of the cardinal rule in baseball. Don't walk guys, especially leadoff walks, and both those guys are doing a phenomenal job of doing that for us.
And then from an offensive standpoint, in Game 3 of the series, you guys hit 8 doubles, tying a GNAC conference record for doubles in a conference game. Tell me a little bit about the offense and how that's coming into shape right now.
I tell you, the offense is a tale of 2 teams, really. You saw it in Game 1 where we came out and we hit the home run in the first inning by Dan Dillard, and boy, the bats got going. And then Game 2, we lose 4-3 and we have no offense. Then we come out on Sunday, Game 1, and just rattling the fences all day long. Had like you said, the 8 doubles, and we were focused, and we started out slow in that game, and then we came on late in it, and thought that was going to carry over to Game 4. But just being a consistent offense, and relying on the fact that if you did something good one time, to stay with that approach and carry that into your next at bat. And we've been very inconsistent with that, and I think I'll take the blame for that. We need to address those issues in our practice settings and in our BP sessions of getting guys more consistent. That was a great Game 3, and we put on an impressive effort, especially from the 5th inning on, of just dominating pitchers and getting to their pin. Just being more consistent, and that's something we're going to definitely address this next week and head into St. Martin's at the end of March. Is finding an approach, believing in it, and going with it. When we believe in something, this club can impress you. That one little bit of lack of focus, it can get kind of ugly. So,
are you starting to get a set lineup a little bit more? I see that you have Cesar Lopez there at #1 most times and Dan Dillard at #3, but it seems like you had a little bit of...
Yeah, we still have some question marks, which is disappointing this deep into our season. We're still playing, one guy gets a game, off a game, and we'd like to see some guys step forward and take a hold of an opportunity. I like the way Grant Glover played yesterday in the doubleheader. I believe he is 2 for 4, 3 for 4 in the 2 games. Played pretty good on defense, did some good jobs, had a squeeze play for us. I like that fact that somebody wants to step up and take over a position. My biggest concern with this team is, just finding that win at all costs attitude and the will to win a game. And we've been in some tight games and we've found ways to lose. And it's very disappointing to see that, especially against GNAC opponents. So, we're going to go back to the drawing board. I think we've got a solid 7, 8 guys that have stepped forward. I mean, the numbers prove their efforts. So I feel good about that. We got a few guys that we're going to retool a little bit and get them going for a good run here. I believe we have 28 games left in our season, which the good thing is we have 28 games left in our season, so we definitely control our own destiny from here on out.
And on that same note, you guys maybe get a chance to retool a little bit better this weekend with the bye week. I know you guys have finals, so maybe you guys aren't out there as much, but you don't have to face an opponent this weekend. What are you guys going to be trying to focus on as you come back?
Well, we'll definitely, give the kids 3 days off. They got finals. It's been a grind this winter term going down to California and doing all that, so they've been a bit behind. I gave them some time off during Dead Week, also heading into our weekend series with Billings, so they've definitely got time to get after the books a little bit, and we'll get back out on the field late this week, and we got good weather coming this weekend, which will be a huge blessing for our club, and get out there and get some very competitive inter-squads going and see what they want to do with their season. I mean, that's, we can draw it up for them, but it's in their hands, and I truly trust our kids that they want to be a championship club. They just got to understand how to be a championship club, and we'll use this weekend to try to teach them that and get out there and make a good run.
Well, the Wolves currently lead the GNAC by 1 game, and you also have the opportunity this week with Mike Ward getting recognized for his great performance. He was named Great Northwest Athletic Conference Pitcher of the Week. Tell us the pride you've taken in that one, being that you guys have got 4 consecutive either pitcher or player of the week over these last 5 ones with a bye included.
It's good to see individuals get some individual recognition each weekend. That's good. I'd like to see about 14 to 16 other guys step up and join those people. Mike Ward is Mike Ward, and he's going to continue to be a competitor for us. But for us to be the championship team we need to be, obviously we take pride in being the GNAC Player of the Week, and it's a phenomenal effort for guys to do it. But let's start looking at those guys as examples, and we'll join in on their individual performances, and this could be a very special season for us.
Well, thank you for joining us today on Wolves Weekly, Coach Robbins, and I'm Danny Barnes. Thank you all for watching this episode of Wolves Weekly.